going on? It's SpotTheOzzie here for round number 5 of season number 4, the World Championship at our doorstep. We have an underperforming car, but we are punching above our weight. Yeah, baby. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Give this video a thumbs up if you're liking this series so far. Let's try to get to 50 likes. If I get 50 likes, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll think of something. But yeah, 50 likes would be amazing. And anyway, I just had an interview offer with Gazzetta di Motoria. Because we do not negotiate with Italians, I have rejected the interview. Bang! Straight off the bat. That's how we roll. I'm the boss. So, now is all about still designing new components. And I'm still looking at building gearboxes. And I'm thinking, here's my thinking. I want to move away from illegal components because I've just noticed there's a few drivers getting picked up in the field for, you know, practically driving with illegal components, and that sucks to lose because the top 10 are only getting points. If you get pushed out of the top 10, we're finishing about 7th, 8th, excuse me. I really do not see the point of running illegal components if it's just going to bump us outside the points. So I'm designing a new gearbox here. What do we want to do? I want to go first slot, acceleration plus 20. I want to risk level -1 for $1 million. And for that, we can either go 60 plus performance, which I think is the way to go. And what else do I want to do? This isn't going to be ready for next race. This will be ready for the race after. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. We're going to pick acceleration plus 25 max as well. And that's going to put it to 1,000 as a capability. Large cost, but willing to put it out. We also have no sponsor offers just yet for that extra slot. Maybe something will come up. But as for our components, last race, you remember how I pitted on the last lap to fix the car? Because we've done that, it will only take 12 hours to fix. So we can start to immediately, as improved components, as soon as it's ready, bang, which is right now. So we go back to the car, improve components, stack it into reliability. You know what? I'm feeling a little hunky-dory here. And what I might do is, what I've noticed is, while these are components, risk of rule break is low. If you add low components to both cars, the team overall gets a high range. And because we're now designing a gearbox that's low, what I might do is I might just run one car. I might just run one illegal gearbox and just tell Partner to suck it up on that 912. Like I said, I just don't want to risk it. I think it's too big of a deal. And I might just stack Partner's car. It's a tough gig, isn't it? Because you want to give them the best possible, advantage into this race. Acceleration, we don't need brakes. Get the brakes out of there. And we want to stack reliability because that is the thing that is killing us at this race. It is going to be rear wing, so we're going to improve both rear wings a little bit. Front wing doesn't need it. That doesn't. Yeah, we don't need it there either. And what else do we need? Engine. We haven't really had any issues with the engine, have we? Front wing. I might just tip that up just a little bit. We do have a sponsorship offer right now. That is good news. Let's just fix the suspension on that car. Sponsorship offer. 4 stars. Play Sport. Games. 3 races. $450,000 up front. $600,000 bonus payment. 2.2 bonus race at United Kingdom. When are we racing in United Kingdom? Russia, Munich, Cape Town. No. Guildford. So I can wait. I can wait 1 race because it won't expire until 3 races. Wait 1 race. Then sign them up. Then possibly get bonus money times 2.2. And also, if I wait 1 race, I'll have more offers to kind of like balance up, guys. More balancing, more money. Get it? Because on the weight scale, the money balances, you probably don't get it. I don't know. What am I even saying now? I'm starting to lose my mind. But headquarters, what are we building? We're building something. Yeah, we're building the staff center. That's cool. And we're just going to carry on. We're going to carry on with this right now. Carrying on. Pit stop training. Oh, pit stop training. Yeah, we do. Mechanic pit stop stat. I've heard from some friends at Rosetta Gunner often spend time practicing the pit stops in a dedicated facility at the track at Guildford. Oh. Where do I go for pit stop stats? Where is that? Is that the lead designer? Is it? Let me just have a look. Got to make sure it's worth it because he might be banked. Pit stops, pit stops, pit stops. No. Pit stops. There we go. 2. Bobby Graves. Ah, he's maxed out. I'm going to say yes anyway. Because last race we got screwed over. We did a fast stop and it ended up being slower. For $500,000, say no more. And I want to have a look. What has happened? Staff? Isabella? Pit stops are going to 18. Bobby Graves doesn't move. But the fact of the matter is, they're much higher now. So Tiago, 18 now. Good, good, good. Chemistry is 5%. I'm happy with that. Everything seems to be working. Concentration, part fixes. We're going to have to definitely replace her at the end of the year, I think. She's getting a bit old and she's, you know, not really improving that much as fast as we want. So let's just carry on with our days in the sun. What was that noise? I don't know what just happened. We might just stop there. We might just stop there, check out what is reliable and what isn't. We don't need to keep fixing that. Rear wing seems to be good. That other rear wing we need to keep fixing. Front wing, let's chuck that on. This gearbox is right for him to go. And we are... bum-ba-da-bum. Let's start fixing. Let's just put that on the scales. And more or less, let's just start doing half and half. What do you think? I'm also looking to buy the next factory so we get more staff. Here's the thing though, guys. Factory costs $15 billion. And then there's an upkeep cost increase as well. So we're going to have to wait until we get into the green. Into the green, guys. Where are we now? Yeah, we're killing it. We're fine. Oh, there's another sponsor. Oh, ha, ha. Football Manager 5 stars, Nippon 3 stars. Don't even look at Nippon. It's like Japanese. It has nothing to offer us. Football Manager, 4 races. $1 million. Bonus payment, $600,000 for 7th or above. Yes, yes, yes. Home race bonus, 3.4. 4 races, which would include Guildford, the 4th race. That is what we were waiting for, guys. Accept offer. See, good things happen to those people who wait. I don't know. I don't know. We are... What are we doing? We're going to keep going, carrying on. Where are we? Front wing is up. Just fix the engine a little bit. Engine's going to be the last thing I fix. And the reason why... See, our lead designer has low engine stats, so when you build it, the stats don't improve that dramatic. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Suspension, let's fix that suspension. That needs a bit of a hee-ho. That rear wing seems to be fine. Yeah, I think we're going to be good to go with that. Carry on, please. Tondela, this is what the race we just did last round, but for European, who is going to be leading it? Latinen. Antonov. Antonov couldn't... Mate, when we were racing against Antonov, he couldn't win anything. Is there any Croatians in this game? I feel like I haven't seen any Croatians. I feel like he'd be Croatian even though he's not. Antonov, if you know that name. But, part-wise, what are we fixing? No, we're just stacking everything else. Good, engine, stack more to performance. Get that gearbox running. I want that gearbox running lean and mean. Okay, gearbox has been fully designed. What? Did it? Oh, not yet. Okay. Okay. So, Tieva Partner is keen sim racer. For 20 weeks, he has a bonus of overtaking +1, which is great because guess what? He sucks at overtaking. Well, at least to his stats. So let's have a look at the driver now. Details. +1 overtaking. Thank you very much for coming. He's not improving anywhere, is he? He's maxed out. Pay driver. Sim enthusiast. Thank you very much. So, markability goes up by 5. Does that mean our sponsors go up to 98%? We are 0.7 away from getting 100%. That is like an... We are hot right now. What part do we want to design next now? It won't be ready for the next track, but the one after that, I reckon. So let's start looking at the future. Front wing, rear wing, top engine, rear wing, front wing. Well, because we don't have a front wing already, actually, you know what? Rear wing. Rear wings are the way to go. 2+ days. And high-speed corners. Mate, that's what I'm going to say right now. Let's just stack what we can. Boom. Boom. And how are we going performance-wise? Yeah, those components need to keep being fixed. Rear wing's fine. Engine's fine. Suspension's a bit rockety, but just stack it that way. Just a little bit. Let's get those performance up. Let's get that gearbox singing. Oh, we've got another gearbox. It's stuffed anyway. It's at 40. No point just yet. So let's just stack those two. And now we have travelled to the track. Obviously, I'm not even going to have to debate this. 7th or above. We came 8th last race. We came 7th in qualifying. It is tough in this championship. Soft tyres, 10. Stack it with highs, just in case we have to stop early behind a safety car, and that way we can throw a new set of tyres on. We're going to stack Lara's car with the better components. Low risk. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Engine. Yep. Gearbox. Now, remember how I said I'm not going to give one of the drivers... Yep, she's going to have no... is that going to put her car to really high risk? That's alright. So, Party's car, I'm dropping down to 912. And that's because I feel like I kind of have to. Because of the risk will go up. Because it's medium now. 1 low risk, 2 low risk. And then bang. I wish I could drive that one, but it's just not ready yet. And as for parts, let's do the hand-me-downs. Cool. Carry on, please. And it's time for our race, baby. Now, as for practice, I did skip it last time, and I will skip it this time. I still take it, and I tune the cars up, finally. But for you guys, I don't want to waste your time into watching practice. Let me know down below. Do you guys want to keep watching practice? I mean, it's just me talking about it. I'm just losing my voice by talking all the time, you know? Try to be adding my voice is talking about what I'm doing and stuff, and why I'm doing it, more importantly. But I might just stop practice right here, and we will be back right for qualifying. Hey guys, what is going on? It's SpotTheOzzie here, back with qualifying, and I did something different in practice. I wish I had recorded it now. I let Tievo go around and get him into the optimum window. I got him to 97% to kick off, and then I went backwards. I looked at the track and I thought, well, there's a lot more straights rather than just, you know, slow corners and then, you know, needing the gears to accelerate out of them. I decided to go against his recommendation and put the gear ratios up. And as soon as I did that, he went 2.5 seconds faster. Can you believe that? So less optimum strategy, optimum balance, by going up 1 set of gears, gave him 2 seconds faster. And that wasn't just over the life of like 1 lap. I actually tested it for like 5 laps each, and it was consistently faster without even being held up. So I might even just throw another throw a longer set of gears on it one more time up, and it's going to make it less optimum for him. But I strongly feel as though that is the way to go. The drivers give you feedback, and that's what I started to do with Lara. Lara unfortunately didn't get to finish her laps that I was doing, but you can see she was getting faster and slower when the gears were a bit funky. Well, hers might have been a little bit different. Let's see what she comes up with this strategy. We'll go down 1 set of gears. We'll go down to 38. It's going to be less optimum, but you know what? I'm going to go against what they say and see if we can go a little bit faster. As for the driver knowledges, I'm going to give them both soft tyres and qualifying trim of 0.5 of plus 5% for qualifying trim. Instead of giving her sweet spots, I don't think sweet spots gives you that enough of a window. Like, I don't think it benefits you more than having 5% bonus on the performance of the car. So I'm going to send them both out. Given these new strategies that I'm on, let's see what time they roll out with, and I might just give them a little bit of a gap between each car. Everyone's going to start to roll out now. So I can kind of feel like if we put them out now, given that it's a 125 track lap, that we should be able to do 3 flying laps if we can get them fast around, fast out, fast around, and fast in. That's all going to depend upon the traffic on the track as well. So we also don't want to get caught out by bad weather. If it starts to rain later in the session, you know, obviously the times aren't going to work that well. Right now I want to start speeding up partnering. Look at that. The tyres are actually coming up quite fast, aren't they, on this circuit? So we just want to wind her back. She has a lot of room in front of her. We don't have to be up this person's ass. Just before she starts, I just really want her to rev the hell out of it so she starts to get a bit of a move on. Well, look at that. He's on cold tyre temps on that basis. So we're going to chuck him all the way up. Perfect for tyre temps, overheated for brake temps. That was going to be a given. No one in front of her, that's the main thing. Partner now is our center of focus. Can he get those tyres working in time before he starts? They are rising, they are rising. Brake temps might be perfect by the time they get up there. Brake temps are perfect, cold tyre temps. But he's going to have people around him. He's going to have people around him, so either way it's going to suck. But at the moment, Lara has one car ahead. Is it going to be Blanc? Oh, it's always Blanc, isn't it? Every time that we do this, it happens to be one slow outlap guy wants to bank up our laps, and that is going to ruin our lap. How far is she off the pace? Only by 0.8. I expect by Sector 2 it is going to be absolutely horse shit. I'm just going to finish it off there. 1.5 down. I'm actually going to bring her in to make sure that we can do 2 more laps. Track is going to stay the same. Track grip is going to keep going up. So that's going to be her little outlap. Unfortunately, we're not going to have any feedback if that was better for her or worse. It didn't matter. Partner, where are you? Partner's only 0.9 down. That's not too bad. Lara, we're going to get you a fresh set of tyres. Send you out straight away. Partner, do your thing, baby. Out he goes. And he goes in a 4th position. 4th of 5th so far. 4th of 6th. He's just going to keep going down that order. He did a 121, which I believe is much faster than all the stops that he usually does. But we'll have a look at that when he comes in terms of our setups. So Bergman's, they're just going to keep getting faster and faster, aren't they? So now this is about getting Lara the right amount of gap. Look at the amount of cars on the track. I imagine most of those cars are going to be coming in. It's going to be so hard to pick a gap, isn't it? It's going to be so hard, but it's going to be very crucial to get that gap right. Slow down, Lara, slow down. Got a big gap behind you. Now we want to start speeding up, get those tyre temps up. Get them up, get them up. A lot of room in front of us. Tyre temps are going to be perfect. Overheated for brakes, that's okay. Lara, do your thing. She's going to go around early on that corner and just speed up now. As for Partner, we're going to send him out straight away. We're not going to muck around. We want to send him out and do as many laps as we can. If he does have a bad outlap or lap going around, we can bring him in straight away for 1 more lap. That's why we're doing that. It's all about getting laps down. Lara, no one in front of her. This is going to be hers to win. I should say not hers to win. Hers to put down a good lap. So this is going to be her first lap that she will complete. And how are we going to go? I hope that we get in the top 7. 120, that's actually very fast. She's only 0.8 down, and that would put us into 4th position. I imagine that time will keep increasing exponentially over each sector. Sector 2, where are we? Gonna have to keep watching Partner as well. He's gonna start his lap any second. No one's out in the track as well around him. So we're gonna, all of our focus has just gone off Lara. We might just pause. Where's she at? She's down by 1.6. So I reckon if she goes 0.8 slower again, she'll end up around 10th, 11th. That's my call. Let's see what happens. She goes 11th. That's what I predicted. Ooh, get those tyre temps up. I lost focus just for a little bit. Perfect brake temp. Cold tyre temp. Just cold tyre temp. Let's see if Partner can do any better right now. And he is going to start his flying lap. Hopefully no one is out on the track. Number 18 just comes out. Who's 18th? Linguist. It's an outlap for Linguist. Outlap for Linguist. Let's hope we don't get balked here at all. I think he's going to get balked anyway, because that's what happens all the time with these cars, right? Let's fast forward it just a little bit. He is getting balked. You can tell that turbulent air. He gets past now, but then they're going to have a dive back and hold that inside line. That is going to suck for us. Okay, and Ricky Lara is in 11th. Pardon and lap is stuff, so we're going to bring him in. Thank you very much, Linguist, you muppet. And what are we going to do? This is going to be it. We're only going to have one more lap to do this. So 11th, 16 at the moment. That's not good coming into this final track. Let's have a look. We are we did a 1 minute 20 compared to a 1:22. That is a huge difference. So I'm going to say yes to the longer gears. In fact, I'm going to go up one more. Let's try and bang out a lap for Lara. Bang it out, Lara. By the time she comes around, she'll be good to go. Partner, we're going to give a little bit of a gap. Just a wee little bit of a gap. Can't go any worse. We're starting back in the pits. Oh, look at all those people rolling out now. We want to avoid that. It's like garbage. Oh, look, who is that behind us? Who is that? Morona, who's doing an in-lap. So don't get in front of us. If they get in front of us, it won't matter too much. It's just watching that mob behind us. Now we're going to send Partner out now. Fresh set of tyres. We're going to have 4 for the race. Yes, yes, yes. Fortunately, did you go faster first time around? No, but you got balked. He got balked for that round. So we're sending Lara out now. Start to eat those tyres up, get those tyre temps in. I want to get the tyre temp in. Brake temp I'm not too worried about. There we go, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Bit fast, bit too fast. And where are we? Bit down, now a bit up. Now absolutely speed it. Back down to like push mode. Gonna go back down to conserve mode. Perfect. Overheated for brakes, that's okay. Partner, where are you? You're just coming around, you're not going to block Lara's lap. Lara might not have anyone ahead of her. Look at all the cars, look at that overview. How many cars are out on the track at the moment? It is Blitzkrieg. But does this mean Lara will have a lap all to herself? So we're going to slow down Partner quite significantly. Because there's going to be a lot of cars doing their in-lap when we go around. He will have enough time to pass the line before we start. And as long as that 12 doesn't catch up to that 18, it should be a good lap for Lara. So we might just start speeding it up now. Get those tyres working good, get them working well. Now speed up, now speed up. Go back down a little bit, and now pump just for the end. Perfect for tyre temp. Overheated for brake temp, and away we go, starting our lap. Hopefully no one's around. Let's watch Lara's lap. She's down by 0.9 in the first sector. So that setup might not be good. She's down by 1.6, but that's her second best sector because of the way the car is set up. Where will that sit her? That might improve her into the top 10 just if she can just do a faster time around here. 2.2, she goes backwards. So we're going to have to change her setup back to the way she liked it. Partner's car has no one in front of him. Can he go faster? He's 0.9 down. So maybe this is more of a gearbox track. It doesn't look... You look at that track and you tell me that this is a gearbox track. Maybe these little kinks in these corners get them to revert back. How is he going to be in the second sector? Surely he'll go higher than 19th. He's down by 1.2. So he's up. He's up on Lara. And if he can just make this a solid last 2 corners, hit the apex, he goes a bit wide, finish it off, get into that top, and he goes 17th. Jesus, that was woeful. So anyway, playing around with the setups hasn't benefited us. We had a bit of traffic earlier on the session, but we got 2 flying laps in at the end when the medium group was at its peak. And that's going to be a shame. So, yeah, 14th and 17th, not a good start for our team. We're going to have our work cut out for us. How are we going to do this race? Let's go to okay, Black Sea. Oh, it's going to be a tough race. What are we going to do? Race trim, super softs. I think race trim and super softs again. Car setup. She went faster again with that setup. It's so weird, isn't it? I just don't want to go to those other setups because it doesn't seem to be working for her. Tyres in the bank. How's the weather going? Weather should be fine. Party's car. What are we gonna do? He went faster. Oh, obviously he went faster because of the people in front. So let's go back to our... See that? 97%. Jesus. 4 laps. You know what? I'm going to go back to this 97 because that might have been with more fuel. So let's just try it, see if we can get that car banging where it needs to be banging. Tyres, I'm going to push. Now remember, red herring. Our weather prediction for this race was going to be raining at some point, so we can wear those tyres out and get the car pushing. We don't want to push the fuel just yet in terms of the engine because we're going to be crowded by a lot of other people. So while that's all happening, there's no point just burning and turning our fuel off and then not have any fuel to race. Remember, we cannot refuel in this championship. And it looks like Holtz is going to be starting a 4th. Sharp, the championship leader, starting 1st. What? Tell me down below. Tell me before the race starts. Don't tell me after the race. Do you think Sharp can win this race? Do you think he can convert a pole to a win? It looks like all the guys at the point end of the championship are out in front. And we're all the way back here in 14th and 17th. It is such a... flip up to try and get into that top 10, isn't it? But here we go. Here's the race start. We're going to try to get those tyres in the optimum temperature range. We're going to watch this. What happened there? We get completely banked. Partner gets completely banked behind Blanc, who has no idea how to drive. Lara fighting for that 13th position. Gets the right side of the track and makes it stick. Partner is currently fighting for back into 16th, 17th. Now the good thing is, despite this little bit of a gap between us and 12th, we should catch back up because there's so many cars racing each other. Those battle packs, you seem to catch up really fast. At the moment, we have Chu and Fisher in a Team Dragon Team Racing sandwich because they are 2 cars. Unfortunately, Blanc has now just separated that. Everyone's going to be in a push mode except us, which is what we wanted to do. Tyre temps not coming up really fast, are they? Despite on attack mode. So... Partner will fight for Blanc into that final corner. And he has the gearing for it. Yes, he does. Blanc comes back on the attack, under brakes. But then Partner finds a bit of a gist and gets 2 cars in the same corner. Good stop by him. And now it's up to Fisher. Can we slow Fisher down so Partner can get another pass, hopefully? How's that weather looking? Weather is sunny, sunny, sunny. Sunny side up. Eggs for everyone. Lara seems to be using up her tyres a little bit more than the rest of the field. Than a counterpart, Partner. That's because he has more consistency. But we're not really... We're losing from the front runners a bit, and that's just going to be purely based on our... our car, our drivers, mechanics. We're punching above our weight. We are like the Team Minardi, the Team Manor of Formula 1. And did it just get seriously more... Ooh, look at that. It is going to start to rain by lap 5. It just got it got a lot darker, and then I could tell by just looking up at this predictor that it's going to start to rain harder and harder, and that's going to be exciting stuff because usually this helps us. Here's the odd thing, because we've got Lara and Partanen only separated by like 0.5 of a second. There you go, Partanen now into 14th on the tail of Lara. She says, "Eat my dust, Frida." Huh? So she's through. We can't double stack, so we wanted to separate them pitting, but we might have to pit them together and double stack them depending upon how hard it rains, because we don't want to, you know what, we might pit party 1 lap earlier. Can Lara get around the outside? Oh, safety car. It's leaving the garage now. We just caught that safety car. Sylvander has crashed at the first corner. This is huge, so we want to go on the pits. We want to burn up those tyres, go on the pits. Everyone's going to go back into low mode. No one can overtake while the safety car is out on the track. I'm predicting... Oh, it's going to be hard. Let's just get around the track, and then I'll call that stop. I'll cancel the stop and call it as soon as I see it. I actually need Lara to drive off, away from this pack, while Partner conserves. Are we limited to how fast we can drive? I think that's the go. The gaps aren't changing? Yeah, so let's go back into conserve mode. Tyre wear is on attack mode, but that's okay. How's the weather looking? Is it going to get completely damp? Because we will have to stop for wets. It's either going to be intermediates. We're getting close to making that call. There's the safety car. It still has 1 lap to go. How many people are going to be coming into the pits? Sharp isn't. Holtz isn't. Seren isn't. Espinosa is. Bergman isn't. Surikov, Schmidt, Lippinon. Okay, we're going to have to make an executive decision right now. Look at that. It gets wetter, and then it starts to dry out. I'm going to have to make a call. This is a gamble. We have to make a gamble here in order to get some good track position. So we're going to go balanced. And as for party, do we have any parts to fix? Everything looks good. I don't want to lose track position because we're fixing components. Let's go intermediates. Let's do a balance stop. The reason why I'm doing balance now, and I'll get a lot of questions about this in the comments. Last race, when we did fast, we got an 8-second mistake, and we don't want to do that while we're double stacking. This is going to be bumper to bumper stuff. Let's watch the 2 pit stops as they go in. Both cars are in. Doesn't look like a lot of people are coming in. We potentially could have fixed. Lara gets the tyres. Good stop. 5-second stop. Hartman, 5.5 second stop, and he comes out ahead. So, yeah, look, you got to be happy with that stop. Let's go into backup mode. Get everything into conserve mode. Remember, we have to keep the pace while the safety car comes around. I might just fast forward it. Why aren't we on slicks? The track is dried out. Here comes the rain. It's about time. We might have to do 2 stops with this strategy. Who's going to come in? Are we all banked up behind the safety car? Yes, yes, yes. Ah, someone pushed in. What the hell? Oh my god, we're going to go around again. There's been a glitch. I think because first place had pitted. I don't know what just happened. Someone pitted and now we're all going to skip. We're all going to overtake the safety car. But we've got to keep this pace. The reason why I'm in a push strategy is to keep the tyre temps up. And we'll start to wiggle the car side to side. Engine mode is conservative, so we can start to really blow the fuel on the restart. So we're in 7th and 8th now. We are in a good spot. We've already used 10% on just a slow lap. Would it be worth pitting now? No, because the safety car is coming in, which means it won't matter. Oh no, it might matter. This is a glitch. They need to fix this glitch. So we're going to go down to 7th and 8th. So down to 4th and 5th because of all that reshuffle. And the race has started, so overtake mode, go into push. I just want them to bridge a gap. We have excess fuel. The rain is coming down hard. It's going to steady out into a medium, not so damp track, but it's going to be damp, but not too damp, you know. Hartman already applying pressure to Lara. Through goes Wexler. I was expecting that to happen because he is, you know, probably the better driver. His tyres are already starting to get mutilated a little bit. They're on 70% compared to our 70, 80. And we're just going to have to keep going with the current race pace. Simply because this is how the race has been predicted. We can't push these tyres that are on 75% to the full 15 laps. We can't do another 9 laps on these tyres. So that's why I've gone into complete push mode, because we'll have to make another stop. So if we push them out now, it's going to be worth it. What are we looking at? Fuel 8.59, and we have 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. So this is going to be good for us. It looks like Sharp just broke hard under the brakes. So our strategy is paying off. Coming in early as soon as the safety car came out. We've been able to jump a few cars, and yeah, this is actually looking really good for us in terms of the championship. Sharp is our championship leader, so this has worked out great at the moment. Safety car is a random event, and hopefully, luckily, it's paid into our dividends. And it looks like, is that spray or is that smoke? So Espinosa has locked up, trying to defend from Sharp, and here comes the rain again. Here comes the spray. Just wanted to make sure we've got our eye on that weather track, because that's going to be really important to make sure we're not up, down, below, above. Lara's going to lose another spot here. She loses it to Wexler. Wexler is on a bit of on the move. How are we looking for fuel? We've got 7 laps to go, because you remember 6 laps to 15, then you got to still do another lap. Oh my god, Enrique collides with Tievo. And they're both... Oh, wow. Front wing and rear wing damage. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. They've crashed into each other when we're both in very competitive positions. How much slower is this going to make the cars go around the track? So we're definitely going to have to pit now, and we're going to have to stack the cars. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I cannot believe this. This might be we might be able to savage this. Oh my god. No, 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 no. We're going to have to pit both cars. Pit strategy, go to fast mode. Fix the front wing. We don't want to fix anything else. It's going to add 5.7 seconds. As for tires, we're going to go on to the intermediates. Fast stop. I'm going to risk it. We're going to need to risk it to get Lara out in time. What's the gap between the two? Oh, I just cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. We're going to have to pit Lara as well. Front wing. Oh, Jesus. Front... Oh. Just when you think you've got everything under control. Rear wing, sorry. Rear wing is now fixed. Strategy, fast mode. Let's go to balance view. Intermediate tires. It's going to be a 10-second stop. So not only do we have to fix, not only are we stopping for tires, but having to fix the components as well is going to put us back in the order. This is still savable. We can still save this. Oh, we just ghosted through another car there. So how fast are these stops going to be? Partner, 4 tires, good. Front wing, good, good. We're out in 5.9, so we barely held up Lara. We're going to come out in 16th position, now 17th for Partner. And he's absolutely going to be put into overdrive mode because we have 6 laps to go. We've got a bit more fuel than that on board. It's a great stop for Lara, who's in 19th. So we're coming last. Ooh, what's this? We have a drive-through penalty for Lara as well. Does that mean we pit? I don't know what happens there. I've never seen that before. We can't pit anyway, can we? Oh no, we can, if we wanted to. Does that mean she'll do it by herself? Here comes Partner, and he goes around the outside of Bergman. Bergman, who has a mechanical issue and coming into the pits. 15th as well, just up the road. This is all eyes on Partner now, because this is the guy who's going to get us into the points. Lara having to crash into Partner has caused an accident. 2 teammates collide. It is the worst case scenario for any team boss to be on. I'm happy for them to race. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Partner's slowing down quite dramatically for that. He goes up into 15th position. Here's the drive-through stop for Lara. And that's going to be absolute dirt to put us back all the way where we are now. That's alright. We're going to see if she can salvage into the point somehow. Maybe there's going to be a couple of breakdowns. There's going to be a couple of guys out there on some really bolting tyres who are going to be coming into the pits, so we might be able to jump a few people. All eyes still on Partner. Put him back into medium mode because we don't want to burn out all of his fuel. We're going to leave him on attack mode. 83% should be enough to continue to push on. How's his parts going? His rear wing is now down. Funny that. He seems to be off and on with his part condition, but we have no time for another stop. Some of the other cars go in. He has 3.9 laps of fuel left, which is just going to be enough to get around. We'll finish on a smelly, oily rag. And as for Lara, 17th, how is she going for fuel? She's excess fuel, so let's put her into boot mode just a little bit. Burn off that excess fuel. Faster lap times because she won't have it. Partner around the outside, but no, Morona is able to defend that position. And it's really important that Partner's able to get around Morona before he gets to the pits. He's just holding us up at the moment. Let's just keep watching our tyres. I might put him back into push. Might put Lara into push as well. Here goes Partner. He puts the DRS down, kicks it into gear, and finally he gets around who was going to pit anyway, but oh no, they don't pit. So that was actually a stop for track position. So Partner now into 11th position. Wexler has pitted. He's 10 seconds up the road. It's going to continue to be a wet race. Lara's going to be in 15th position. She might be able to fight for a spot. She's down on fuel, so let's go back. Let's put her back into medium mode. We don't want to conserve just yet. But yeah, this track will rain out. And yeah, Verona now holding up Whippinen, so we're not going to feel any pressure from behind. This is our race to kind of lose now. Sharp, look at those tyres. 5%, and he's going to keep going around. Serenin, 9%. He's going to keep going around. They're going to try and push those tyres around and extend their life to about 10 to 11 laps without pitting. Blanca's going to do this as well. So this is going to be interesting because we are now 2 laps away. Let's look at that fuel burn. We have 2.3, so just go into overtake mode just for a little bit. Get that fuel burn out. Clear it up a little bit. Nope, you need as much fuel as you can. Now go back into medium mode. You've pushed enough just there. And this is going to be great for us because everyone's starting to deteriorate. It's going to be a war of attrition to see if these cars can get around in time. Sharp's car at 0%. Surely he's not going to try and do the last lap. Yes, he is. Why not? Why not take the gamble? Driving really strangely. How's his parts? We don't have any time to stop. Lippinon is going to retire. He's behind us anyway, but Lara will be able to take that spot. How are we going for fuel? How are we going for fuel? This is really important that we just keep watching. He's catching up to everyone ahead of him. Wow, this is going to go right down to the point. Let's go back into high mode just for a little bit. We'll push just out of this corner and I'll go back to medium mode. How is Lara going? Lara might have to put her back into low mode, but that's okay. She's going to get past, who's that in front? Just down in the 14th. Lara drops the 14th because of that. Up in the 10th, Partner moves up. Surely Sharp's tyres is going to blow. Surely these guys' tyres are riding out. Where is Sharp? Sharp is just up the road from us now. He can't block us. That's good. We go around the outside. Party up into 8th position. So this might be salvable. Who else is there? Serenin slowing down to a halt. Ribiera also slowing down. We might be able to gain one more spot into the top 7. Sponsorship hit. Targets a hit. Unfortunately, that's what's happened for our championship. Let's put you into high mode. Let's just finish this race off for Lara. Unfortunately, Lara is not going to score any points, but the team did score points. Might be minor points. Oh no! Lara, what just... Okay, on the straight, Lara has overtaken 3 cars to get into the top 10, and both drivers are going to finish in the points. That is amazing. I cannot believe that. That is a great finish for this race. If we had one more lap, Schmidt would have been on the out. Holtz, look at it, tyres, 4%. Ribiera would have been on the out as well. We would have been able to jump possibly in the top 5. Now you think about it. If we didn't collide with each other around just after the safety car, we would have had probably both cars into the top 5. So this championship is salvable. If we just keep playing this smart, we might be able to make the most of it. And look, the guys who came 2nd and 3rd had to do 2 stops. And we were in front of Wexler when we had our collision or thereabouts. So we were just in front or just behind, or he just had overtaken us. So had we have stayed out there, I think we might have been able to pinch a podium and make what you can of that. But that's very unfortunate. Main thing is, sponsor targets hit. Chairman will be happy. Hopefully we don't get picked for illegal components. So that's going to be the telltale sign. That would be a huge shame if we dropped out of the top 7 because it went down 1,000%. That is the fact that he still finished is great news. The fact that they didn't crash out is even better. Does that mean we're going to have to replace Partner? I think that might mean it. We'll have a look at what fitness does trait-wise, and then we'll make a decision if we have to replace the reserve driver and bring him into the team. So let's have a look. Bo Chong Lin is happy. 65-year-old man happy. $3 million payout. Put us back into the green. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Continue on. The male. Neck issues. I got neck problems. The doctor says it's not too serious, but it'll take a little while to recover. I'm still going to be able to race, but I'm not going to be myself. Dodgy neck. Fitness is down by 10 for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. That will be calendar 8 weeks. What day is it now? So what day it is? Like 30th of May. So we'll be down for 3 rounds. Let me think about that, and I'll get back to you guys and I'll let you know what I think it is the right move. So I'm glad we didn't pit Lara. I couldn't believe how many people just fell over each other at the end. The good news is we're about to scout Christian West, who was one of the main who developed the original iOS game for the Android and is part of the Sega team. So we'll check out his stats in the next video with 13 days. That should be before. No, that might not be in the next video. It might be in the one following that. But guys, give this video a thumbs up for liking the series. Hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying it so far. I am literally uploading videos on the daily for you guys, and I hope you're enjoying it because I'm really enjoying it. It's going to be a tough season. It's not as easy as it looks at the moment. So thanks very much, and I'll check out with you guys very shortly.